Not happening. Not happening. What's Spurg? Oh. Understood. Who's this person on stream? I mean, this guy? You know this guy. I don't know who this is. No idea. Spugs. Ooh, I'm glad I'm still muted. That's wild. It's wild. I think he's done. Hold on, I'm gonna unmute now.
I don't have that section in my server.
It says KOK production idea log.
Kick or keep.
Oh, kick or keep.
Similar
That would be
acronyms.
KOKOK.
Okay.
Because it's king of kick or keep.
Okay.
But I wouldn't abbreviate it. I would say king of KOK. But yeah.
Sabo's anxious to get to swing that moderated dick around, dude.
Yeah, but basically at this point it's been shut down.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's ready for it.
So there's a lot of large streamers that want to appear on Kick or Keep.
Yeah.
Man, to me, I would think you'd be running out of people.
Why?
I don't know. It just seems like you'd be running out of people if you have to host how many? 10 at a time, and then they slowly get knocked out throughout.
Do you watch it at all?
Don't you host like 9 or 10 people at a time?
That's a no.
8.
8.
Yeah, but we have people on all the time. Like there's not just like new people every episode.
Oh, repeats?
Yeah. There's a lot of returning.
Yeah, Lupo's like a four-time returner.
Oh yeah.
But it's gonna suck in the meanwhile. But cheers to your sister-in-law.
Cheers, Mandy.
Mandy Karamich says my brother called me at work today.
Wait, is no one gonna?
What are they watching?
Something about Ricada.
Sopping wet dick.
He says a lot of offensive things, so
I'll be back.
I'm a sopping
All right.
wouldn't.
and this is Dick Masterson.
Oh man. Once I start that reaction, dude, I'm out. I like chopping them up with them, but once that shit starts, I'm out. I'm outie. Who's the person? Yeah. The video. I didn't know who the fuck that was. I have 2 more active channels that I could be streaming to, but I think I'm a little too lib for Rumble. I think they chew me up and spit me out, and that's a tough crowd over on Rumble. Tough crowd, dude. Really not trying to engage with people like that all the time. You know? Damn, dude. These things are just staring at me. They're just sitting there. They're staring at me and they're saying, open me, open me. And I just like, no, you guys are supposed to be content. They're like, but just open us. Cause I don't want to film it. Like I want to film me opening that shit. It's content, bro. That's why I like holding on to them. Cause they're cute little eye candy. And then you toss in a fucking box every now and then and it's like content, you know? I don't want to blow it all. Don't want to blow my load, dude. Fluzzy, what's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. So let me see here. Let me see 151 chase cards. All right, here we go. The top 10 chase cards from 151. This is Twice Baked Jake. Twice Baked Jake. Shiny Vert. All right, this is 6 days ago. This creator's name is Danny Phantom. Danny Phantom. I want to see what he has to say.
Really want to help you obtain a Pokemon card grail. That is why I am going to give away $1,000 to one lucky subscriber. The only caveat is
$1,000
it has to be spent on Pokemon cards. And if you want to win, here's what you have to do. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel and then leave a like and a comment on this video right up here. Come back on February 23rd, Friday, February 23rd, where we will announce the winner at the beginning of the video. Good luck.
Good luck,
yo,
everybody.
what is going? I just started with yo. Okay, that's normal.
Yo,
what is going on, Fan Clan? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Phantom. Happy Friday! I am here. I am rocking my new watermelon fanny sweatshirt. This thing is actually, I think, my favorite piece of merch that we've done so far. I actually really like this one. You can get your own at fanmerch.com. PHANMERCH.com. Huge shout out to everybody who has ordered so far.
I'm gonna let him plug all his shit because I'm looking at his video.
Channel, I appreciate it. If not, no worries. I am done selling out for this video. Like I said, I hope you guys are all doing well. We are 1 week away from the announcement of our next giveaway. That really good intro clip was at the beginning of this video. If you want to enter,
look at that wall, dude. Look at that evolving scout.
From the release of,
look at that wall. So this is like a true Pokemon fan. Like I got a Pokemon shit right above me and to my left here, but this guy's a real fucking crazy Pokemon fan with all that shit. I like my lights matching my monitor. So yeah, dude, pretty cool. I'm interested to see what I want to learn about these 151s.
Scarlet and Violet 151. We talked yesterday about Pokemon 151 and if it makes sense to open up booster boxes of Pokemon.
Let's see what's going on with it.
Because booster boxes are very expensive for that set.
Yes.
They're over $200 for a booster box of Japanese.
Welcome in, guys. If you're just tuning in, I'm learning about 151 because I got a lot of 151 to open myself over the next couple weeks, so I want to learn everything I can about them.
Pokemon 151, which is really, really expensive, and it just really made me thinking, okay, well, is it worth it to open up? It's a lot of fun to open, don't get me wrong, but there has to be a cost associated with everything. Like, you want to make sure that if you're going to go out and you're going to spend, I understand the whole D-Gen model, and like it's fun to rip packs, I get it, but spending $200 on one booster box with the potential of pulling an amazing box with, you could have a value of over $600. The average value only being $84.
True.
Means you're going to be losing like $116 about. It makes it tough. It makes it really tough. And the whole idea is just
good math.
Making sure to provide information so that way you can make the best.
I like financial oriented channels because I'm all about profit margins on my pulls. Because I spent 100 ETBs and one, but yeah, so 80, 90, 170, and then I bought that collection thing. So I spent almost $200 on Paldean Fates, right? Almost $100 on Paldean Fates. And I made back about $115 of it back. 115 which is pretty good, actually. For 200, I got back almost 50% of what I paid. That's actually pretty decent. That's not a bad return. So if I'm buying $200 worth of Pokemon cards and I'm getting back $115, losing $75 is not that fucking bad. It's not that bad, but I'm ultimately going to make less because I have to resell those cards. But I mean, shit, dude. Minus $75 on $200, not fucking bad.
Decisions when it comes to spending your collection dollars. We're going to be talking about Scarlet and Violet 151 today. That is the English release, which came out on September 22nd of 20. We talk about this all the time. A new set comes out that makes perfect sense. Things drop. Opening weekend hits. Supply goes through the roof for singles. Demand starts coming down a little bit because people are already cracking packs like crazy. Scarlet and Violet 151 was a completely different animal. And even if you compare Scarlet and Violet 151 to Pokemon 151 as far as single card prices go, the English variant, the English set, a lot more expensive in a lot of different areas. And we're going to look at the price drops that we've seen. I'm actually just going to flip you guys around.
Let me, hold on one second, guys. I got to sneeze. I think, hold on. Excuse me. Okay, we're good. Hold on, let me fix something real quick. Notifications, logo, follows. Here it is. Oh, that's a Botrix. That's a Botrix thing. Hold on. I have to, I think this is it. I don't know. I think I fucked up. Hold on. I'm gonna have to re-log into this too. Re-log into everything. One second, guys. All right, cool. Widgets. Goal sub, or not goal subs. What am I? Goal follows. Here we go. What did I use? I think I used the blade sharp. Yeah. Did I use sharp? Yeah, I did. That's fine. Text color white. So I'll put Pokemon skateboard booster opening. There we go. And text type, I don't know which one I used. That looks like it's not copper plate. The Verdana is a lot cleaner. Oh, there it is. Cool. It fixed itself. Beautiful. All right, cool. We're good. I've relogged in, so it picked up on everything. Let me go. Well, it's fine. I'm logged into Twitch. Let me see what other platforms I need to log into here. Documentation, integrations. Here we go. YouTube. Sure. Is it? Profile. Here we go. Okay, everything else is signed in. Cool. Everything else is signed in. Okay, we're good. 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 All right. Continuing on. Sorry, guys.
So you can see exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to look at the price drops from when they release. So opening day on the left-hand side there.
Yeah, this is the kind of information I'm talking about. Current price 113. So, well, let's just see what it is.
Those are opening day prices as far as market goes. If you logged in on September 22nd to TCG Player, these were the prices in the.
So the Charizard's the really only chase card that I'm seeing of these three. I mean, if I got a Zapdos EX, that'd be cool, but Charizard's still the chase card. Erica's Invitation's also cool, I guess. But
morning that you
but $80 for a trainer card, dude. Pokemon community's weird.
were able to purchase.
You down to do a dueling ultra premium collection box opening tomorrow? Possibly. If you're really anxious to open it and you don't mind, let me go into your channel. Hold on. I'll go to your channel. I'll be there for a little in a minute, Keiko. I'm just gonna run through these numbers real quick.
Purchase these cards at, and then fast forward 5 months, and the right hand side is where the prices look like now. Now, of course, there is drops that have happened. There are price decreases that have happened. That's expected with any set as more and more supply becomes available. You know, and people have gotten in and out of the hobby over the past 5 months. There's a lot less, I think, Pokemon card collectors right now than there were 5 months ago. I think it's been a little bit difficult for Pokemon to be able to maintain the hobby base, especially with everything that's going on in the
it's because the markets determine the prices for everything. So if you don't understand trading cards, what the card is worth when you see it priced on stuff like eBay or whatever isn't necessarily accurate representative of the price. So TCG Market keeps track of a lot of this data, which is nice, but ultimately people are only pay for cards what the market determines it is. So you want to always filter by like last sold and everything.
Economy financially for a lot of people, which is understandable because people have to do what's best for them. But as we continue to move forward and we look at price drops in the past for other sets like Paldean Fates, for example, completely different animal. You look opening weekend at the price drops, you're looking at 70-80% in the span of a week. And there are some cards in this that we're going to talk about that have dropped 70-80% over the course of the last.
Yeah, my fucking Gardevoir, I've mentioned it before, but I'll mention it again. I have 2 of those fucking things, dude. They went from $65 to fucking $52, dude.
Last 5 months, but there's some cards that have only dropped single digits. There's some cards that are actually more expensive.
I don't know what the percentage decrease on that is. Like, I could probably crunch some numbers in my head. I think it was 62 to 52. Or 52. No, it's only 80. So about a 17% drop. That hurts.
Still,
it's not terrible, but it hurts.
Than what they were 5 months ago. And usually 5 months, we talk about like Crown Zenith. Crown Zenith released in January of 2023. 5 months after the release of Crown Zenith, you were looking at dirt cheap prices for a lot of Crown Zenith Ultra Rares. A lot different for Scarlet and Violet 151. So if you're still slowly building up your Scarlet and Violet 151 collection, maybe filling out your master set, take your time. Don't FOMO. Don't pay crazy prices. Take your time. Make sure you make a budget to yourself so that way you make the best decision. I do firmly believe that more will become available. And I could be wrong.
I need to update my spreadsheet for what I paid before I forget, because I always forget to update my spreadsheet for my expenses for this Pokemon set. I felt like I did recently. But okay, so yeah, so February, Yu-Gi-Oh booster boxes, Pokemon booster boxes, Pokemon loose packs, Yu-Gi-Oh loose packs, ETBs 170, booster bundle 27, Pokemon 151 premium. I spent $95 on that. And Pokemon ETB, I bought another, this one was 50, so that goes to 210. Okay. So yeah. February was an expensive month for me with Pokemon cards. But again, if I talk about what I earned, it wasn't as bad. So the first month, I spent about $483. I made back $240. So I made almost half my money, which isn't terrible. But I have a much steeper hill. A much steeper hill this time. And again, it's deceptive. It's deceptive what my returns are, because I don't include miscellaneous cards in my numbers. What I mean by that is anything that's over $10 I sell, but anything that's like from $10 to $2 I put in my folder. So I have a folder full of cards that I'm not going to sell. It's just a big fucking bulk of $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 cards. So if I were to add those all up, then my return would be as bad, but I'm only determining my $10 and up returns in my figures. I think I could show this to you guys. I don't mind showing you guys this. I don't have any personal information on here, so you guys know how serious I am about it. Oops. So those are the numbers right there. You can see January in column D. Jesus. January in column D. Column E. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. So you can see all the numbers here, right? Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster boxes, what I paid in that month. I didn't buy anything in January, right? And none of this 151 shit. Then February, I went crazy. I went a little crazy in February. You can tell my interest kind of went up. Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster boxes, again, that number's not representative because behind the potential value is all sitting here. And there's 4 booster boxes for Yu-Gi-Oh! back here. So it's not completely insane to look at those numbers and be like, oh, that's semi-reasonable. Semi-reasonable, right? So, you know, it's not like a huge thing. There's potential value, and it's never as bad as it looks, but 50% return on cards $10 and up, that's not fucking bad. That's like throwing out any log that is under 3 inches of diameter when cutting down trees for firewood. Yeah. I'd count anything over $2. Yeah. I have those numbers. I mean, I don't have the numbers, but I know anything in my binder, I don't keep anything nothing in my binder is less than $1, but I only sell stuff that's $10 or more. And it's not that I'm not going to sell it ever, but I want to keep some shit for myself. It doesn't have to be the best of the best. Cause like, you know, I still like to collect some shit, but I mean, eventually maybe at the end of the year, maybe at the 6-month mark of doing this, January, February, March, April, May, June, maybe in June I can sell all my bulk and see what I can get back on it. And then add that to my yearly totals. Who knows? But I see what you're saying. Like I said, I don't write it off, Mike. I just ultimately I just don't include those numbers in the figures that I keep track of on what I provide, like for content. You know, like showing you guys the spreadsheet, keeping track of my money is like for content purposes. So you guys can get a rough idea. It's always going to look worse than what it actually is. But like, you know, depending on the month and what my returns are, I can always calculate it separately. So, you know, it's interesting to me to see what the percentage decrease and increase are of the cards coming in and out. That's for me. I have that whole binder back there and I know what's in there for the most part. But in terms of what I sell, that month, that January, I spent $483. In terms of what I got back $240, which is 49% return. You know, so.
Wrong before, so don't hold me to it. Like it could be that no Scarlet and Violet 151 restock ever comes, but based off of history and what we've seen in the past, I am a firm believer that there will be more product that becomes available, and some of these prices will continue to go down, especially when you look at like the top one, the Charizard EX. I don't know if we'll see like
it's not bulk, but it's not 50 per card. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, and that's the thing about the these fucking cards. I really can't sit on these cards too long because I'm losing value. I lost 17% of value on my Gardevoir cards. If I would have just had that card and sold it immediately, which is probably what I need to start doing, to maximize the value, because I don't sell my cards individually on eBay. I don't sell them on any marketplaces. I go to a shop and I invest that money back into more booster boxes. So it's never profit. The money just rolls over and rolls over and rolls over. So when you look at my numbers, my profit rolls over into what I pay. So it says 724 spent. So if I do it minus 240, right? I'm gonna put in here profit I'll put, but whatever, it doesn't matter. If I look at it from that perspective, right? If I look at it from that perspective, and I take into account my profit from the month before, then my automatically, like, you see the money that it went into it is I'm right at the exact. If I don't buy anything else in February, which I'm not going to after all this, then I'm about where I was last month in terms of the amount of money that I put into it. So I'm already about the same because my profit I include in here as a negative, and it tells a more clearer story, I would say. So
Erica's Invitation, the special illustration, we're going to drop a ton more than it already has, but it might go down a little bit more. But we're going to kind of look at these individually, and we won't spend a ton of time on each one, but
I would really like to look at data overall for cards and determine what that average percentage drop in, but it's the fucking market, dude. I mean, I don't know. It's not a consistent variable. There's no consistent variable in the price of the drops of the cards. If I can't determine, if it's not a constant, I can't determine that. I mean, I could put data and take into standard deviations of the price fluctuations, but ultimately, you know, pulling cards and everything, it's not profitable. If I were to buy all this shit and never sell it, maybe it'll appreciate in value, maybe it won't. I mean, I didn't even include my premium collection in this list. Premium. What are they called? Oh, this is an ultra premium, rather. And then this is just Gyarados Premium Collection. And that was $38. Right. So that makes it a little bit more realistic. But anyways, I digress.
Start out with the Charizard EX right there at the top. It's a beautiful card. Definitely a fan favorite for a lot of people. $125.98 is where it released on opening day. That was the price point for it. Right now, if you go and buy one, it's...
So this is the thing. $125 is great. Cool. But the pull rates are more consistent in Pokemon than they are in Yu-Gi-Oh! The chase card in Monstrous Revenge, there are multiple hundreds of dollars. The chase cards in Valiant Smasher is a little bit more reasonable, also a couple over $100. Chase card for Rarity Collection, over a couple over $100. And then that doesn't even take into account this Age of Overlord box, which I'm kind of banking on. The chase card in this box is $400, $500. So it's like, it's the fucking jackpot. If I hit one of those, I make up a whole month of expenses on the cards. But the fucking pull rates in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are dog shit. They are fucking dog shit. They're really, really bad. They're really, really bad. I should stop storing these on top of each other, but I mean, they're in boxes for a reason.
Come down a little bit, but not a whole lot. Most of its drop has happened over the past couple weeks. It has dropped down to $113.82. So you're only looking at a 9.65% drop over the course of 5 months. Now, this card did go up a little bit. It was at one point in time over 130. It was at one point in time a little bit lower than where it is now, but you're only looking over the course of 5 months at a 10% drop, which is very, very low. That just shows you the legs of the set and the popularity of the set. I think there's a lot of people collecting Scarlet and Violet 151 who might not be collecting any other of the Scarlet and Violet sets. If you look at Erica's Invitation, the special illustration rare, a lot different in the English language than it was in the Japanese language, a lot more expensive in Pokemon 151 than it is in Scarlet and Violet. Violet 151. When it released, it was hovering right around $77. You can see the market price is actually a little bit lower than the lowest one listed because it was a popular card right out of the gates. But it did drop quite a bit. Now it's down to $23.16. This is a lot closer to the drops that we're expecting to see on a lot of these cards. So it dropped almost 70% over the past 5 months. Continues to go down a little bit. Definitely a lot closer to what we're used to. If you look at the Zapdos EX Special Illustration Rare right below that, $57.94 was the price point where this started.
My Gardevoir started at $65 fucking dollars. I'm afraid to even look at where it's at now. I keep talking about it. I'm afraid to even look. I don't even want to look because it's probably gone down more, but I can't be a pussy. I gotta look. Gotta look. I don't know, man. Yep. $50. It's gone down again. Steady decline, man. Steady decline. Opened up at $100, stabilized at 68, and now it's down to 50. So yeah, it's going down, 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 dude. Down, down, down. The listed median price for it is $60. That's the listed median. One month. That's crazy. In January 24th, it was $157. Steady decline, dude. Steady decline. I say it bottomed out at 66. $66 is fair. And it's gone down to $50, $16 loss. I got to sell these things before it's too late. But you never know. Price might go up again. Might spike. Who knows? Who fucking knows? Charizard EX. You know? So Scarlet and Violet 151. I mean, he's got the up-to-date numbers for the most part anyways, but yeah, what's the fuck? $113. Blastoise EX, $44. Venusaur EX, $40. Charizard EX, $37. Zapdos EX, $36. So unless there's fucking... if I don't get a Charizard, dude, this is a fucking massive L. Blastoise, Venusaur, Charizard EX, I mean, $20 here and there, you know? This is $140. This one too, $165, these three things. So I would need to pull a couple of fucking cards, dude. A lot of stuff in the 20s, but nothing crazy. Nothing fucking crazy. Let's look at something reasonable. Let's look at the number 3 card. Let's look at the Venusaur in terms of its fluctuation in price. Yeah, see, it bounced back. It bounced back. It started off at 45, went down to 40, and then went back up to 45. But it's been on a steady decline again. So it's like the fucking market, dude. You got to try to sell at the top. And if you don't sell at the top, you're going to continue it. But, you know, I'm willing to wait. It's almost the end of the month, though, so if I'm going to sell, sooner the better.
Out at on opening day, it has dropped down to $37.24. So you're looking at about a 36% drop. That's not too bad, especially when you break that out over the course of 5 months. We've had multiple waves of Scarlet and Violet 151 product. UPCs have been printed to oblivion, and there's still some good deals out there for a lot of UPCs, Elite Trainer boxes, things like that. There's still product that's available that can be ripped open. It's just the price of singles is actually doing fairly well outside of some cards, like this Erica's Invitation Full Art. This one is not doing great. This one started out at $53.79. For a full art supporter, it has dropped like crazy. Full art supporters not getting the luster that they used to get for sure. You're definitely seeing a lot of price drop.
Yeah, he's complaining about a fucking $7 decrease. I've lost double that on the Gardevoir. So fuck you.
Across the board for a lot of full art supporters.
That Mew EX is the